Committing to what you need to do is the best thing you can do. Commitment is the dedication of yourself to performing an action X number of times over Y time frame. You need to commit to something, otherwise you have no clue what you are doing, and an idle mind is the devil's playground. And there is no better playground than the mind of a fence sitter. When you are unable to decide on what to do for an extended period of time, you start to run away from making the decision, and you run towards your hedonistic desires to escape making that decision. An example of this is me. I said I was going to commit to studying. However, what I was studying didn't interest me at all, and I couldn't see the point of studying it. So internally, I was still on the fence about it. This meant every time I tried to study, I would let myself get distracted and migrate my way onto YouTube or Netflix to indulge in my pleasure. But I can understand why a lot of people want to be fence sitters, because commitment is a scary thing. Saying I will do something leaves the option for you to not do it. And if you have committed to something and you don't do it, you taint the reputation you and others have of yourself, and you become vulnerable, because you usually don't have a reasonable excuse. And that risk just isn't worth it for a lot of people. They see it as gambling, because they don't have enough trust in themselves to give assurance they can complete it. And if they fail, the cost is too high. They lose their reputation, the trust people have in them, and that's only a small part of what they feel they'll lose. However, you do need to take that step and commit, even at that potential cost. You may fail and get embarrassed, and that is fine, because you can have another attempt. Embarrassment isn't going to kill you, but a lack of trying will. And most people will forget about it soon enough, so get over it yourself. And when you fail, you need to review why you failed. If you don't learn from it, then failing was for nothing. But if you learn why you failed and amend that on your next attempt, and you do that at every failure, eventually you will succeed. And you can commit with the assurance you know what you're doing, and the confidence you will overcome whatever obstacle may come your way. Life is always going to challenge you, and it's really not about how hard you hit. Like Rocky says, it's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. You just gotta take that shit and shrug it off. So now you should know that you gotta eat that shit. You gotta fucking, life's a bitch, and you've got to just take it on the chin. There's no half art in it, because then you just eat more shit. You gotta go full force at it and commit. And you can commit either way. You can commit to not doing it, or you can commit to fully accepting and going against it, trying to make the best life you can. But you need to commit. It's okay to sit on the fence for a while, but it's got to be a short period of time, and it's got to be whilst you are actively deliberating your decision. It can't be because you are afraid to decide. You've got to be working out what is the best pathway for you. And then once you have come to that decision, you commit with your whole heart. And if new information comes along later down the road, you can always change that commitment. Because if you decide after new information comes that you're on the wrong trajectory, change that. Adjust where you are going and change it so you are going somewhere you want to.
Live your life within the moment, and don't go wait until the morning. You never know when